Hello, we are here near Mammoth Creek, a nice park in Mammoth Lakes, California, a beautiful place. We finished a morning run. I'm up here with the Rev High School cross country team, and their camp this year, they've built it around a theme of the Olympics. And it has me thinking about the sporting world and the state of the world in general. One thing in particular that's on my mind is the question of transgenders and the range that the world is evolving into understanding. When I was growing up 150 years ago, we had male and female, and this came up the other day when I was working through the VidCon survey with my daughter Mulan, and we noted that they had only three choices: male, female, and other. And we thought that was not indicative of Hank's usual position. When we do the Nerdfighter survey, there are usually about 9 categories. And it's interesting to note that the world is evolving that way, to understand that it is not a binary world that we live in where there is only male and female. But the sporting world, that presents them, of course, with some really interesting and difficult challenges that I do not know how they will be resolved eventually. This is an issue I'm concerned about and care about, but I have to admit it's not one of my top priorities of the issues of the world. I want to be an ally. I want to be on the right side of things, and hopefully I am, but I don't involve myself deeply in it. I look forward to the day when hopefully it will be normalized. Just the question of being gay anymore is certainly still an issue that people have to confront, and I still feel sympathy for those people who are faced with coming out in a world that is not open and welcoming to them. But certainly things are much better than they were 30, 40, 50 years ago. And I hope we're on the same path for transgenders and all the variations that accompany that kind of decision. Not that it's a decision. Yeah, as you can tell, I'm not really fluent in this subject in this world. But the sporting world, I do think is going to have some difficult issues to try to deal with the Olympics coming up. You know, what makes someone compete in the men's category, in the women's category, when it's not a binary world? Like I say, I'm not an expert in this issue. I would like to have a better understanding. So I'm curious, what do those of you watching, especially those of you who are a little more familiar with these issues, where does that world stand? Where do you think it can head? I don't know. I don't have any answers. I look forward. John Green the other day asked, in what ways is the world getting better? And certainly I think we are a more tolerant, more accepting world in general, but certainly we have a long ways to go in the area of transgenders, and still all the gay, bisexual, lesbians, transgenders, intersexuals, asexuals, the whole panorama of that spectrum of gender identification includes. Where do we go? How do we differentiate when you need to talk about gender, when you need to talk about sex? It's not easy. I think it's going to be complicated, but life is messy. What do you think will happen with sports? I don't know. But I think it's worth thinking about, talking about. So I'm opening up that conversation here. Let me know what you think down in the comments. Till next time, don't forget to be awesome, and I will talk to you again soon, hopefully.